Hey, what up, everybody? Welcome to Beautiful Phoenix. I'm Candace. Welcome to the channel. Today starts me doing my channel a little different. Still doing tarot readings, just a little different, a little more in depth. I said previously, like I have always been getting these downloads for a while now, and we all have this ability. So you just got to be wanting to tap in and hone into it. But anyway, and I have notes in my phone, notes, like from the last maybe 2 years, maybe 3, because I've been on this journey for since late 2021. So it's been a while, and I've had this channel for quite some time, but I wasn't consistent as much as I am now. And there's some things that I talked about previously that I know that people probably won't go that far back on this channel to look at videos. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. I encourage you to do so, but I'm going to repeat a lot of the things that I said in the past anyway, because I'm being pulled to do so. But today I'm gonna do a number of readings. This particular reading is a little more in depth. I'm gonna the things that I've been channeling for the last few days. I mean, the 11/11 portal was Monday. So I got a little message with that. So yeah, let's just pray over the messages, the message that I receive, and that I hope you receive it in an enlightening way, that it give you some strength and courage and nourishment. Let it feed your soul, your spirit, whatever, your mind, as you go along your journey. And I really hope that you get to where you need to get to, and I'm helping in some kind of way for you to get to, where you need to get to on your journey, on your path. All right. So let's pray. Most High God, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, please give me clear messages for the collective, for their highest good as they go along their journey. Amen. Okay. So I want to start off because I said something before I started the prayer about hopefully, look, let me calm down. I had caffeine. I'm always drinking. I need to lay low on caffeine. That hopefully that the information I give you will help you along your journey. And your journey is to your purpose. And I said this in a previous recording like a while ago. And 2 Chainz, I love some 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz on this particular song, it's an old song. And he says, find your purpose and make it your passion. So I want to help others find their purpose, you know what I'm saying, and make it their passion. Find that very thing that makes you happy inside. It no matter how small or big, whatever moves you in the right way. Plus, the road to enlightenment. I'm not a Bible. I incorporate a lot of things into my spiritual practice. There's not one thing that I just do. It's just not. That's not how I am. I know it takes a strong person, I'm going to tell you, to go down this journey. Because people are judgmental. We live in a judgmental world, unfortunately. But, I've been dealing with it all my life. So, hey, who cares? At this point, I've been in my little bubble. And if this is my little bubble, that I'm, where I'm at, then so be it. Until God pushes me otherwise, which God is. But anyway, so like I said, to help you, I want to help those find that inner strength, that wisdom, You can find that yourself, but just me helping people hone into that inner strength and that inner knowing to find their purpose and move in a way that is connected to their higher self, and being the best version of themselves, right? That's what I want to do. So find your purpose and make it your passion. 2 Chainz. That's my boy right there. Okay. So a lot of messages. Trying to think where, cause and it might be all over the place, cause that's just how I be trying to, put the messages together, put them here, but they be all over the place. So take what resonate, leave what don't. I don't even want to say that. I don't like saying take what resonate, leave what don't, because you know what? Some things haven't even played out yet. So take it valid for later. That's what I say. But I want to talk about quickly God's energy, the energy within, divine energy. And some of you guys could be going through a Kundalini awakening or just a spiritual awakening. So, if you trying, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to get it together. But anyway, some of you could be going through some type of spiritual awakening or a Kundalini awakening. Just having a spiritual liberation within yourself. Now, I think a number of people are going through this, and I truly believe there's levels to this. Like, you just don't have one, because I'm telling you, you don't just have one awakening. It's just, I can read up on the stuff and know and read up and get the knowledge on, but I know that just from experience alone, that you just don't. I done had a number of them, and every time I feel I have a Kundalini awakening or some type of awakening, I dream of snakes. Like, not a rattlesnake, like a fucking serpent. Like a big ass, I don't know what kind, like a cobra. Not even a cobra. I don't do snakes. I don't like snakes. So snakes might be significant to some of y'all, like reptiles and shit and stuff. But I don't do reptiles at all. But when I dream of snakes, I know that this is the second time. So I might be going through a second awakening. I don't know. But the first time I had one was like back in late 21, early 22. Like December of 21 and January of 22. So, yeah. Now, I just had another dream about a snake maybe a few weeks ago. And I'm like, must be about to go through another awakening. So, or the collective is. And it's funny that I was watching a video on TikTok, and a guy was talking about like everybody is starting to get, sick, and they have like a pneumonia going around. So I do want to say, but the funny thing is, I've been seeing it at people that's not in the United States. The seasons change from country to country. And here in the United States, we're in fall, but we're going to be going into winter. So there's that environmental climate shift when it comes to, going from hot to warm to cold, and people's, body temperature gotta, level out, and some people get sick, but I've been seeing it all over. Like, people in different countries getting sick, getting colds, and I'm like, this ain't just here in the United States, and that's where I'm at, of course. So it's all over. So I don't know. I I don't want to say there's another pandemic, epidemic of something going around. I don't want to say that. But I don't know. But I really think maybe just by me saying something about spiritual awakenings and Kundalini rising and things, awakenings and things like that, a lot of people could be having ascension syndrome, symptoms, not syndrome, symptoms. So that could be a thing. But yeah, I wanted to speak on that. And some of you guys are going through or going to be going through an ego death. You know, awakenings, like ego death is like a dark night of the soul. For me, when I go through my, dark night of the soul, when I went through one, and I still be going through it, honey, because let me tell you, this is always, it's forever. For me, I believe that we always have to connect with our higher self and check ourselves and become aware of certain things that's going on in our lives, whether it's being done to us or we're doing it to ourselves or we're doing it to others. So, when I, your shadow side, we all have it, had an ego death, and you can't remove the ego, but you can, I feel like I said, check your ego and see where you need to be more aware of yourself and check yourself. So some of you could be going through some type of ego death. You could be seeing 888. Now, November 8th may be significant. 888, like I said, could be significant, but I wrote something down and I want to just share it and let you know that you are on the right path. Some of you guys could have been on this path of spiritual enlightenment, doing some inner healing, self-love, whatever journey you on, you could have been on it for quite some times. You're on the right path. And those who starting it, understand that it ain't easy to look at yourself and know where you went wrong. And then when you start to realize where you went wrong, you will want to apologize to people. And that is, it's like a 12-step program to me. So 12 could be significant. Somebody could be going through a 12-step program. But I want to say trials and tribulations happens to us to build us into the best version of ourselves. So your past, the things you went through, they help all of us, build all of us into the best version of ourselves. We gain strength and wisdom and courage through those trials and tribulations. And understand it's building character. It's making you the best version of yourself, and it's making you who you desire to be, who you want to be. And sometimes you got to look in the mirror and like, who are you? Who do you want to become? And understand that, like, as you go through this ego death, if you're going through one, spiritual awakening, it's going to turn you into the best version of yourself. I truly believe in the next 5, you're going to, have some bumps in the road, but I feel like God will always put you back on the path. That's when them tower moments come along to get you where you need to be. And sometimes God got to shake us up, shake our world up to get us where God wants us to be. Now, I forgot what I was about to say, y'all. But look yourself in the mirror and and talk to yourself and tell yourself who you are, who you want to be, and become that very thing. So I figured out, this is something, I always said that this is something God wanted me to do, but I got like clarification, confirmation Monday that, yeah, I'm on the right path. And some of you guys could have got some clarification, some confirmation that what you need to do, what you want to do is the right thing to do. But 11/11 portal, they say make a wish, right? So hopefully some of you, all of you, excuse me, made some type of wish Monday on 11/11. But why I say that is my niece. I asked her, could I talk about this? Had a dream. And I'm not going to deep dive into her dream or whatnot, but she called me. Well, she texted me. And she's like, Auntie, I know you into spirituality and stuff, and I know you the person that I should talk to about my dream. So I'm like, okay, God. Okay. And she had a dream about a wolf, a coyote turning into a wolf. And I was like, wow, okay. So some of you guys, I figured that I share it because it could be significant to somebody. But I just want to tell you what I looked up or not when it comes to coyotes. And she said it was a coyote and it changed into a wolf. Now, understand, coyotes are trickster spirits. So some of you could be dealing with a trickster spirit or had some type of unfortunate event to happen in your life. This could be something that you could be holding on to subconsciously. I think some of us need to change our perspective on whatever said situation. Because you might be looking at it in a whole different way that you don't need to. And I believe you are, since the coyote turned to a wolf. It could be something about family ties, family, things that you could be holding on to. And you just have to have like I said, a change of perspective, a different, have a wiser understanding of the situation, whatever that means. Because I write notes, y'all. And once you have a different understanding, a different perspective, using that wisdom on the said situation, your outlook will be different. So, and it could be something about family, like I said, family ties and loyalty. And wolves are sign of good luck, so there could be some type of good fortune or good luck, or things just be going your way. And some of you guys could be meeting your mate for life. Well, our family ties are, family for life, but I feel like some of you could be meeting your soul tribe. Some of you could be meeting your mates, your long life lover. I think that's what I want to say. The person you're going to be with for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life. You could be meeting your person. So, yeah. And then also, a wolf is associated with the water sign Pisces. So, something about intuition, instinct. Yeah. And some of you probably just need to tap into that wolf-like energy. Woo, I'm itching on the side. Okay, now let's get a little deeper. So I was watching a podcast on YouTube, and like I said earlier, like I incorporate a number of things into my spirituality, because honestly, people think they know it all. No, we don't. Don't nobody. If anybody think they just know it all and they know this and that and they the king queen of this particular thing, and it's, I just don't believe it. I think we're all supposed to expand. We all supposed to learn from each other. That's why it's collective consciousness. There's always something we should be learning from each other. Do one person know everything? Heck no. And if somebody say they do, I will run from their ass, because they got an ego problem. And plus, this universe is always expanding. So how can you even know everything when everything is just expanding all the time? You're not going to keep up with the expansion of the universe? No. So anybody that tell you that they know this, that, and the third, they lying. But I do believe that we all are collective conscious, and we should all learn something from each other and just put it together and move in the world how you feel you should. And take that information and do what you will with it, and hopefully something positive. Not only for yourself, but for your family, or for the people you love, or just for the collective. Because like I said, we're a collective conscious, and we all supposed to be helping each other out, you know? I was watching this podcast with 19 Keys with Nuri M. I think he's with the Nation of Islam, or he practices, I don't know. But that's what I got from the podcast, that he's associated with the Nation of Islam. And he said some things that really struck me to where I wrote some things down. And I do want to point out that this video was 3 hours and 20 minutes. And I'm always looking for signs and symbols and synchronicities for my spirit guides and God and ancestors to tell me that I should do this or that, or I should look at this. And 3/20 is my birthday. My birthday is March 20th. I'm a Pisces. And the video is 3 hours and 20 minutes. And some change, I want to say. And I was like, okay, God. And I watched it, and it was a good podcast. I enjoyed it. I learned a lot. And he said a few things. 19 Keys and Nuri M spoke on a lot of things, but what stood out for me and what I wrote down that I want to talk, just regurgitate to you, is being a God. We all are created in the image of God. And if you believe that you are created in the image of God, understand that you need to be the God of self first. You cannot govern anybody else if you can't govern your own self. You know, and that's just loving on yourself, having self-discipline, and really, you know, honing in to your own power and your own strength. But I wrote God of self first. And if you look at yourself like the likeness of God, there is nothing you can't do. So you will never limit yourself. If you know that you moving and you walk in the likeness and the image of God, you know that God is infinite. Okay? So you can move however you want to, but you have to move like a God. You have to act like a God. You have to have the demeanor and self-discipline like a God. Right? And you can't never say you can't do anything. You can do all things, you know? So, and what else? And then he said something, you are not a creature of circumstances. You are the creator of circumstances. So we create the things that go on around us. So this is why I like have boundaries because I want to create peace around me, stability around me. And if somebody else have a bunch of chaos and instability and drama going on in their life, I don't want that. And they world is unrested at an unrest, whatever. It's unpeaceful. How about that? That's not a word. We just made one up. Unpeaceful. But their world is not at peace. Their mind is not at peace. I really don't want that. I mean, I'm willing to help. That's one of my purpose, to help. But if somebody don't want the help to find peace in that, you can't do anything for anybody. You can't change anybody. People got to change their circumstances themselves. You can assist in some whatever kind of way, but at the end of the day, they have to do the work. So if somebody don't want to do the work to create positive change in their life, then I really don't want to deal with it. But yeah, I wanted to say that you are not, I'm gonna say we, because I'm included in the collective. We are not creatures of circumstances. We are the creator of our circumstances. So never tell yourself that you can't do anything. You move like a God, act like a God. You walk in the image and likeness of God. You have this inside of you, in your mindset. Next, going back to the wolf, where I said something about you gonna meet your mate for life. Yesterday, I was driving, and I wasn't listening to no music or anything, and then I got Takeoff. I kept getting Takeoff for like the last 2 days, I want to say. Takeoff or Lift Off. And it was like a countdown. So I don't know. The countdown is to you meeting your mate, your counterpart, your Jay-Z to your Beyonce. And I only say Jay-Z, I'm a Beyonce fan for sure. But I only say Jay-Z to Beyonce because that's what the song called Lift Off may be significant. But I want to also say that I got from the podcast was being evenly yoked. Somebody needs to remove their ego. I don't know. Both parties could need to remove ego. Or like I said, somebody could be going through an ego death. You may not even know this person. You may very well do. But it's something about removing ego and being evenly yoked and having good communication skills. That's everything in relationships. If you don't talk and you don't speak your mind and your heart in a effective way, a respectful way, yeah, that will mess up a relationship. Just not communicating effectively and not, coming off egotistical. Removing the ego, being understanding when you're communicating with your significant person. Listen to understand is what I'm getting. And it's a saying. I want to say listen to understand and not understand to listen. It's something about that. Don't quote me. Let me see if I can get it on because I don't like saying stuff that's all kind of crazy. Hold on, I want to keep that. Well, no, is that on there? Okay, I'm gonna keep that because I want to talk about this real quick after I say what I need to say. Listen to response. Listen to. Hold on. Listen. Okay, listen to understand, not respond. I think that's what, yeah. Being an active listener. So that may be, you need to be an active listener listener and listen to understand and not to respond. So it's something about communication. Communication can be very a big thing. I think that is a big thing with anybody, but in this particular dynamic, communication is going to be very prevalent. Okay, so lastly, I'm going all the way back to the beginning of what I was talking about. When I said that I'm going to be repeating some of the things that I done said like early in the my journey that I posted maybe last year, maybe the year before last. I don't even recall when I recorded this particular video, but I had talked about the beginning of my spiritual awakening and how I was sitting on the couch one day and I was just watching TV and my kids were home still and they were upstairs doing their thing, whatever, teenagers do. They was in high school at the time. And I was just laying there and it was dark and the only thing was on was the TV. And and I'm just sitting there and I'm going back to God, the God energy. God energy. Okay, so this may sound a little crazy and I ain't psycho, okay? So this is real. This happened and I said this like long ago, a while ago. And I was on the couch and I just happened to look. And my house now is it's structured in the same way as my old house, but yeah. So this is the dining room that I'm in. And I have this opening and that's the living space, the living room. And say it was dark in here. It was dark in the house, period, and I had just TV on. And I just happened to look here in the dining room. And I seen this big old ball of blue light. And I just was at awe. I was in awe. And this is just random. I was like trying to get information on God energy and this came up. Do you see this? Blue light and what it say? God's energy. I'm telling you. I don't know. And it just tripped me out. When I seen that not too long ago before I started recording, and it was like, wow. That's crazy. But I don't believe in coincidences. So that might be a thing for somebody. You may see the very thing that I seen. I don't know. I know when you have that third eye, illuminated, baby, you gonna see a lot of things. It's gonna be trippy. But stay grounded. Stay rooted. Yeah. But I think that's it. I'm gonna do a reading. I'm gonna pause this video because it's been like, look, 3 and then 9. So it was like 39 minutes that 33 minutes and 39 seconds when I was looking at it. So 3s is significant. Okay. And that's the crazy thing. When I was talking about 90 keys in that in Nori Ilm's podcast, what he was talking about being the God of your self and other things, it started at 2 hours, 33 minutes, and 33 seconds. So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna pause it. You can cut if you don't wanna, stay for the readings, or you don't have to. But I felt like this needed to be shared, God. This is how it's gonna be. So yeah, so when I get some messages, I'm gonna try to, be in depth with it as much as possible, and I'm going to go back to previous not readings, but downloads that I have that I still have in books and in my phone. I'm going to decipher those to my best ability as well. But yeah, please like, share. I hope this fed your soul, your spirit in some kind of way, and it's meant to help you along your journey to fulfilling your purpose, finding your purpose, and being the best version of yourself. And with that being said, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, beautiful people, bye. Okay, so I wanted to do a quick video, and I'm going to incorporate this probably before I don't know where, somewhere at the end of this the video with the channel messages. Now, I said something about Beyonce and Jay-Z, right? This is how God just mind-blowing, right? I'm gonna tell you. So I said it's called Lift Off, right? And it's not a Jay-Z and Beyonce song. It's a Kanye West and Jay-Z song. So featuring Beyonce. And you know what album it was off of? The Holy Grail. So God, I'm telling you, the Holy Grail. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But that is something I was looking into, and something told me, like, Candace, because I was going to listen to the song, because it still was in my head. So I'm like, let me listen to, because I have to listen to songs when I get them. I have to listen to it. So I'm like, let me listen to this. 111 on the timer. I'm like, let me listen to this. And I was looking for it, and I put Beyonce in. I couldn't find it, but then popped up Kanye West and Jay-Z. And I'm like, that's a Kanye and Jay-Z song featuring Beyonce. And it's off the whole album, The Holy Grail. All right. But I just wanted to incorporate that in the video. But yeah, bye.